Yes, he took a cognitive test, and it showed that he was. Matter of fact, it showed he had a very high IQ.
I don't think cognitive tests show IQ.
He took an IQ test. You don't listen well.
No, you
He
said
took an
wait. You don't listen well to your the own words you're saying. You said cognitive test, not IQ test.
He took a cognitive test.
Yeah, and they don't show IQ, right?
At the Walter Reed Hospital, and then he took an IQ test.
Do they show what the IQ was?
Yeah, they got several ones. Now here's the thing. And this is dissenting from my opinion. It depends on what IQ test you take, right? Because not all IQ tests are created equal, right? So you could go ahead and use that argument. You could use that argument.
For what? You just said that he took an IQ test, but
Which one did he take?
You can feel free to link whatever you have about it. I don't see anything showing that Donald Trump took an IQ test.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to link something to an account that started probably about a week ago.
Well, it sounds like you just made it up confidently and then expected me not to like call you out on
that. I've been doing this shit for years, man.
Then I would expect you to maybe have like some sort of citation for whenever you took a cognitive test and an IQ test. If you're going to try and belittle somebody for not listening.
What's your citation?
What's my citation for not having evidence of an IQ test?
No, what's your citation for him being ill-equipped to be a president?
Yeah, I would say probably the same citation that I would expect that you would have for Joe Biden, which is just like observing him being the president. Like, do you have any citation showing that? Yeah, do you have any citation showing that Joe Biden was an unfit president?
Yes, I do.
What would that be?
Well, it showed that many times, right? They were covering him up.
Bro, he
was having the auto pen situation. It just came out.
Wait. So you just gave me the same standard of evidence that I just gave you for Donald Trump that you just laughed at, and then you turned around and then gave it back to me. Do you understand how that's a little bit like contradictory?
I really don't. What I see you doing is trying to turn a narrative, and we've dealt with that for years.
What do you mean turn a narrative?
If you don't know what that means, then we can't have.
No, I know what it means. I just don't think that you know what it means because you're not even using it properly.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I tell you what. You go ahead and talk to. Let's see. Since you don't like my point of view, and I respect that. I respect other people.
Can you just not answer a question?
Well, go ahead. Ask me a question. What do you want to ask?
Yeah, I said, do you realize that the standard of evidence that you gave me for saying that Joe Biden was cognitively unfit was the same standard of evidence that I gave you for saying that that Donald Trump was unfit? And then you laughed at my response, and then immediately after gave me the same standard of evidence. Do you recognize that happened?
I agree to disagree. I mean, no, it did not happen. You just aren't a good listener, and I can see why you're a listener.
I'm not the good listener, but I caught you tripping up on your own words earlier when you said IQ test and that I wasn't following along, but I was clearly following along because you said cognitive test and not IQ test.
I said cognitive test and IQ test.
You said IQ test after I called you out on that.
He's just lying.
I said, okay. So again, you're not a good active listener, and I can see why you believe.
I was a good active listener. That's why I was like saying yes and as I was following along to what you were saying earlier. So, but if you want to have somebody else like argue on your behalf because it doesn't seem like you can, then feel free to.